Remember, they're changing my voice because they don't want people to see the difference in masculinity. Proverbs 19. Better the poor whose walk is blameless than a fool whose lips are perverse. Desire without knowledge is not good. How much more will hasty feet miss the way? Desire without the knowledge of God. How much more will people who don't take the time to figure out what the moral order is in reality, not their theater arts game? How much more have they missed the way and led their offspring to miss the way as well? A person's own folly leads to their ruin, yet their heart rages against the Lord. Pretty straightforward. It's a very important scripture. Write down Proverbs 19:3. A person's own folly leads to their ruin, yet their heart rages against the Lord. Wealth attracts many friends, but even the closest friend of the poor person deserts them. A false witness will not go unpunished. Okay, so when they talk about wealth attracts many friends, okay, what they mean is the spiritual wealth attracts many friends, okay, in the spiritual realm, not here on earth. That's the truest interpretation. 6, many curry favor with a ruler, and everyone is the friend of one who gives gifts. The poor are shunned by all their relatives. How much more do their friends avoid them? Though the poor pursue them with pleading, they are nowhere to be found. Okay. And again, those who are rich toward God, okay, and also we see that this has implications on how the rich are responsible for making people poor, and they're responsible for helping the righteous who are poor. The one who gets wisdom loves life. The one who cherishes understanding will soon prosper. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will perish. I wonder if I messed up in that verse 5 or something or whatever, but I'm just going to keep going because this is me printing it out. I'm being fumed and all kinds of stuff, and they want to pretend that they're superior. You know how that goes. They're just idiots. Everyone thinks they're idiots. Their own family thinks they're idiots. And then they persecute me, right? They live a pathetic, idiot, rich coward's life, and they go off to eternal punishment, leaving their kids to follow in the same path. I mean, I don't understand how anyone could be so stupid, especially when they have lots of money and advisors, right? It's just crazy. Anyway, it's not fitting for a fool to live in luxury. How much more for a slave to rule over princes? How much more for slaves of sin to try to rule over me? All you rich people, all you social controllers should write that down. Proverbs 19:10, with this explanation. It is not fitting for a fool to live in luxury. How much more for a slave to rule over princes? How much more for you people to try to rule over the King of Kings when you're slaves to sin? A person's wealth yields patience. It is to one's glory to overlook an offense. I wonder if I messed that one up. Who knows? Let me keep going. A king's rage is like the roar of a lion, but his favor is like the dew on the grass. And again, if you think you should listen to a bunch of child molesters and their allies and bitch-ass motherfuckers who suck kid dick around the clock, so to speak, and sometimes literally, okay, because they're not being sabotaged, those fucking betas that worship the devil, I feel sorry for you if that's the case. You emotion-led cowards. Try to have some logic in your life. Come on, try. I know you're not me, but try. People, try. 12. A king's rage is like the roar of a lion, but his favor is like the dew on the grass. A foolish child is a father's ruin, and a quarrelsome wife is like the constant dripping of a leaking roof. Okay, so the king is the one who's established his own injustice. Okay, if it's not that one, it's like the devil as a roaring lion. Okay, and when it says a foolish child is a father's ruin and a quarrelsome wife is like the constant dripping of a leaking roof, I don't like the Bible for times like this. Why should I have to connect all kinds of scriptures together? Why is it all spread out? Why should I waste my time doing this? Why they're abusing the hell out of everyone and people should be coming into the divine order? Because the Bible is Bible. Okay, the wife that they're referring to is Babylon first and foremost. Okay, and it has implications on the wise and foolish builder, right? They build a house where the roof is compromised, and when the storm comes, okay, they get flooded and so on and so forth, okay? But it's annoying as hell. There's all kinds of other applications of the saying, and I'm not the first person in history who is trying to explain it the right way, that they're fuming. Okay? And I am explaining it the right way. With everything considered, my presentation is so much better than theirs because you're listening to Christ. It doesn't matter how I sound, I'm Christ. There's some beta ass, wannabe ass, bitch ass motherfucker sucking a New World Order dick. Okay? What don't you people get? Even when I say things like that, I say, well, you're not supposed to cuss. Who the fuck are you to tell me I'm not supposed to cuss? Okay? That's like the Pharisees telling Jesus, you know what I'm saying, why don't you wash your hands and da-da-da-da-da. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay? It is what comes from someone's heart through their actions that defiles them. Not someone saying cuss words, you fucking technicality cowards. Like, I gotta explain this. Anyway. Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. See, an actual wife is a prudent wife. So those who receive a prudent wife receive favor from God. Okay, know that every time people suffer, especially rich people, God's hand is in it. You people were acting like bitches and are acting like bitches at the most important time in human history. Okay, what kind of genes are those? The snakes, the poisonous snakes, were acting in a more respectable manner than you people. Okay? What the fuck do you think you deserve? If people are right to kill poisonous snakes, and most people are still smart enough to see that they are, okay, how much more do you people deserve to suffer and die? Anyway. Laziness shows contempt for... All right, I was going to skip 15. Proverbs 19, I have a lot of corrections to do, but I'm just going to keep going. It doesn't matter that much anyway. You know, where are we here? Let's just skip verse 15, something about laziness. You know, if you're lazy, then you're going to go spiritually hungry and so on and so forth. 16, whoever keeps commandments keeps their life, but whoever shows contempt for their ways will die. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for that for what they have done. Discipline your children, for in that there is hope. Do not be a willing party to their death. So again, it says stop leading your children astray, you witches, you cowards, all people outside the divine order. Why do you keep insisting on rebelling while your kids are looking at you, hi dad, hi mom, and you keep leading them straight to hell? You know, what kind of black heart do you people have? We have callous hearts, we're unfeeling, we're selfish. We want our kids to be selfish too. That's fucking retarded. I understand you people. You know, people lose kids all the time. Read Abraham and Isaac until fucking you drop dead. What don't you people get? Okay? It's just a bag of flesh going to fucking hell. If you don't bring them to the divine order, they're just a piece of shit. There's literally fucking bird shit on the ground that's worth more than your kids if you don't bring them to God. Because then they are in rebellion. And bird shit isn't so much in rebellion, but your kids are. Okay? Why are you making them worth less than bird shit? What the fuck don't you people get? Okay, this is not rocket science, not brain surgery, da-da-da. Some of you people do rocket science and brain surgery, and you still don't understand why I'm right. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? But what kind of bitches are... I can't understand how you people are so fucking bitch. When I was a little kid, if I wouldn't have made the mistakes you people did. I wouldn't fucking be, I'm a witchcraft guy. What, a witch? You watching Snow White and shit, and what you got from that? I want to be like the witch. You know what I'm saying? Look at Marilyn Manson. You start emulating him. I'm going to be an occultist too. I'm going to be a witch. Hi. I'm going to be a corporate slut. He's a fucking retarded. I don't understand how you people are so fucking stupid. You know how to tie your shoes. You know how to drive a car. But you fucking want to be a fucking witch. But you don't know to put God first. I don't understand it. Anyway. Whoever keeps commandments keeps their life. Whatever shows contempt for their ways will die. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. Discipline your children, for that in that there is hope. Do not be a willing party to their death. A hot-tempered person must pay the penalty. Rescue them, and you'll have to do it again. So in a sense, they're hot-tempered in that they throw a fit in their own way when it's time to obey. When I started saying people should rally to me and obey God through me, obviously, if you want to do the right thing, do you rally to the fucking expert on doing the right thing? The one guy on the planet doing the right thing? Yes. So why didn't people right away? Why don't you see my subscriber count shoot up? Why don't you see people start to move over here? Why don't you see a new church start to form? Maybe not church, maybe that's the wrong word. A new group start to form. Because their heart rages against the Lord. A person's own folly leads to their ruin, yet their heart rages against the Lord. And when their heart is raging against the Lord, they must pay the penalty, rescue them, and you'll have to do it again. Okay, that seems to be the case here. They don't seem to be able to be redeemed. Some kind of lesser form of life. And I say that out of truth and not to, say, hey, I'm better than you. I'm smarter, I'm taller, I'm more handsome, or whatever you might value. All I value is moral precision and martial spirit of God. Okay, not the flesh. Okay, but if people fucking try to persecute the righteous, they persecute me or my parents, yes, there's going to be fucking more suffering for them and their families. Well, what don't you get? Imagine having to explain this to people. Imagine, you know what I'm saying? Imagine having to explain that to people. They're called to the flesh. You don't understand principle. Do you even understand why people fight wars? Why a soldier says, hey, you know what? He signs up to go to war. Do you understand that? You say, why? Why is he risking his life? Why is he risking his life and not being there for his family if he gets killed? Right? What don't you people get? My goodness. You'll fight for stupid-ass pagan bullshit. But you won't rally for God? Some of you fight against the grain, right? In some of these foreign countries, underdeveloped nations, you'll blow yourself up for the devil, but you won't rally to obey God. I mean, you people are so fucking stupid, so fucking pathetic. How could you miss it? That's stupid and pathetic. How could you miss it? Being a bully American soldier is stupid and pathetic. I'm going to bully people for the biggest bully nation on the planet, G.I. Joe. Right? It's fucking retarded. How can you people be so stupid? Listen to advice and accept discipline, and at the end you will be counted among the wise. Right on cue. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Basically explain both those with what I just said before that. What a person desires is unfailing love. Better to be poor than a liar. Better to be poor than a rich bitch who's lying by his actions, saying it's okay to be a rich bitch because I worked hard in a vampire Babylon system, leveraged my network, leveraged my DNA, which is like the other bitches who are allowed to be successful. And here I am with lots of money, and I'm, that's fine. That's okay. That's how you should do it. You should save up money. I don't understand the parable of the rich fool. I'm a dumbass. I'm lying to myself. Well, I do, because my degree shows that I get it, but I'm fucking a dumbass, right? Better to be poor than a liar. The fear of the Lord leads to life, then one rests content, untouched by trouble. And after this short life, I'm 40 years old, I assure you, time goes by quickly. After a life that's short, one rests content forever, untouched by the bitch of the beta governing class and nature's adversity where it comes. Where it comes leading up to death. It's too bad that women chose to be shallow and evil with other guys, so one also rests alone, flying above the corrupt and filthy spirits of this world. A sluggard buries his hand in the dish. He will not even bring it back to his mouth. People are lazy, and they miss the Spirit of God as a result. Flog a mocker, and the simple will learn prudence. Rebuke the discerning, and they will gain knowledge. If people are discerning and they hear me saying these things, they will actually scramble and obey God through me. It's one way I know they're not discerning, because they don't do that. Whoever robs their father and drives out their mother is a child who brings shame and disgrace. Father God and Mother Jerusalem in the sky, in the sense that you can do such things. 27. Stop listening to instruction, my son, and you will stray from the words of knowledge, the actions of knowing God, the process of knowing God. If you stop listening to the instruction from the king, again, this is Proverbs 19, Proverbs 16 made it clear what the divine order is. 28. A corrupt witness mocks at justice, and the mouth of the wicked gulps down evil. Okay, again, they, instead of, say attractive women, they're like, well, I'm happy with my marriage, or whatever bitch ass, I'm in the military, I'm the police, I'm an intelligence agency, whatever bitch ass excuse they use. That's a form of mocking at justice. Your law enforcement is enforcing the law of the fucking devil. Okay, for you to use that as an excuse is a mockery of justice. For you to use anything as an excuse, your family, your ill-gotten family, your ill-gotten marriage, okay, that's a mock marriage. That's a satanic mock ritual. It was not married by people who were right with God, okay? So you're mocking at justice and you're gulping down evil. Your actions are the continual process of conveying evil. Penalties are prepared for mockers and beatings for the backs of fools. How much more for those people who pinpointed, rebelled against God's Son at the most important time in history, eternal punishment to the extreme, eternal disgrace before God Almighty, eternal suffering, eternal torture. I am the right hand of God. As God conveyed his spirit to me and I did martial arts my way with a bunch of bootlicking, jealous cowards trying to take credit, okay, so it will be in the afterlife when you're tortured. You'll be tortured as I see fit.